Welcome to Senior Information Session. Before we begin, I want to show you our PantherNet, which has a lot of great information. The part on the counselor corner is located on top and provides you with information in regards to ACT, SAT, all the local scholarship information will be located here as we receive it. And what I'll end up doing is sending the email to both student and parents at the same time. It should be listed on our school newsletter that's emailed weekly. And then, and so it'll also be found on the PantherNet. This has a lot of great resources that's available to all students. The resources that we have here on campus, our school profile for students that are applying to college. If you're planning to PCS, they need information about our course descriptions. It can be located here. And along with any type of study guides, ways to pay for college, and for college and career planning can all be found here, along with contact information. So today we're going to talk about basic senior information session, but we do have quite a few students that are applying for colleges. And although I address college in this video, I'm also referring to students wishing to apply to vocational or technical school. Our agenda today will discuss resources, which includes the PantherNet Counselor Corner page, information about credits, credit recovery, hopefully no one needs that information, and college planning are going to be the information, which is the biggest part of this presentation, some SAT, ACT overview, and a senior action plan. I will also be emailing a copy of this presentation to the primary email addresses as well as the student emails. Credits explained. This information is in regards to our school calendar. We are on a semester system, and quarter one plus quarter two equals semester one, quarter three plus quarter four equals semester two. And each of our quarters is equivalent to 9 weeks. A semester is equivalent to 18 weeks. An 18-week class or a semester class equals a half a credit. 36 weeks equals 1 school year, which also is equivalent to 1 full credit. This is our 4-year plan, and as students transition between grade 9, 10, 11, and 12, I've been using this 4-year plan with students' classes within each of these boxes. And really, at this point, what I'm looking for is for students to meet all the requirements within these boxes. And every box equals a semester. And within these categories of requirements for each student. And I usually put comments in here in their post-secondary plans. And right now, I am making sure that all the students have all the required credits. And although I do realize that some students may need some credit recovery, we do have that information as well for students that at semester will need some sort of credit recovery from an accredited high school program. Now, if your child is not performing well and you want to get your child started, please let me know. And there is a form that you will need to fill out along with the school's name and the class that is going to be taken within the category of classes that's required. For instance, U.S. government. We want to make sure that the credit does meet our requirements and it is taken from an accredited online school program. The most important takeaway from this slide is that every student wishing to take a credit recovery class must receive approval from the principal prior to enrolling in their independent study program. As seniors begin to complete the first step in a lifelong journey of learning by reaching graduation, a large part of the responsibility next year is also to plan for the future. This is quite different than what students have been doing in the past 3 years. They were only focusing on the current year, but students need to start planning and doing their research as to what they will be doing next school year when they've already graduated August of 2022. The application process to post-secondary programs will be your responsibility to manage. And when I say your, I mean the students. Admission into collegiate and vocational programs is often competitive and depends upon timely planning. Those social connections are going to be more important than ever, especially with faculty. That's where the letter of recommendations are coming from. Anticipate conflicting emotions with upcoming changes. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of transitional things that's going to happen between families and the student themselves. And also look at who's on your application team. Your college application team should consist of your parents, counselors, coaches, and teachers, and we're all here to provide our support. To help you get started with the sometimes overwhelming task of college planning, and when I say overwhelming task, that's actually an understatement. I have broken the process down into 10 easy to follow steps, and hopefully a lot of this research has already taken place and that you're just in the process of getting started. But I do understand that everyone is different in their timeline and as well as their preparation to apply to colleges. And again, when I say colleges, I do mean technical school and vocational as well. So the college start process begins with parent support in identifying where parents wish their child to attend school, the different programs that's available to them, and definitely the location or the state the child will be applying to. Deadlines have started already. November 1st was a big, huge deadline for a lot of schools, especially the big, large public colleges. But there are different types of timelines as well, so make sure you plan for your deadlines and stay on top of it. And you want to make sure you survive and thrive throughout your senior year. Let's not forget about Choices 360 when we're looking at aptitudes and career goals. A lot of times students will come in and not sure what they want to pursue. And so one of the things that you want to be able to do is take this various assessment tools that's on Choices 360 that will allow you to look at your strengths, your interests, and match you with different career options that you may not know that was possible or that you are a good match for, and probably could be based upon your personality as well. So one of the questions is, what do you want to do when you grow up? Something that you've been asked since you were really young. This question does require a lot of forethought as the college attendance is the one that influences your future career path. It's true that most college students change majors over and over again while in college. However, trends and tendencies often remain constant. For instance, your interest in humanities or language versus math and science. So taking these assessments will only help you if you put the time and energy into learning more about yourself. So what do colleges look for? They look at your core academic courses, your English, math, science, and histories. And they also look they also look at coursework beyond the minimum college entrance requirement or even graduation, high school graduation requirements. They also look at the courses of rigor and also that students focus on elective classes that are of areas of interest, especially if it's something that you want to pursue. For instance, if you're interested in business, we did we do offer a business pathway for students who wanted to major in business and make sure that they were exposed to those courses before they majored in business. College entrance exams, we do have SAT, then the ACT. Some of the subject tests are optional, so you want to make sure that you look at whether it's required or not for your college entrance. And also the ACT offers an optional writing test. Is that required for admission into your program or your school of choice? Both of those tests are both college readiness, and we recommended that students begin taking these classes spring of junior year, but at least begin taking them now. And we do have SAT and ACT dates, registration deadlines that are up, that are coming up soon. And so you want to make sure you look at these through PantherNet and also through your emails that I've already sent you. On this slide, we have the college entrance exams. There are subtests for ACT with a score to 1 to 36. And the SAT, the score is between 400 and 1600, 1600 being the highest. And so we do not keep any of the SAT or ACT scores. And if it is something that you need to upload onto your application, what you'll need to do is log on to My ACT or College Board to have the score sent to your school. And there will probably be a charge for submitting scores to your school. It is also a possibility for schools to do what they call super scoring. That means they take the high score from each category and merge them together. So if for the ACT, if you did well in math the first time around, but not so well in English, then they will pick your highest math score, your highest English, highest reading, and highest science score for each category to formulate a super score. So the more opportunities that you take to take these exams, then the better the super score or the possibility of a better super score. SAT, ACT test prep, we do have information in our library where you can check out SAT, ACT books, or you can log on to College Board or ACT and they provide free testing, free preparation tests, and they actually put up old questions from former ACT and SAT exams. Like I said, we do have the books. Some kids may prefer to attend SAT school, but this is an option for you, and this information can also be found on the PantherNet. When conducting your research as to the type of school or programs that you want to apply to, you want to look at the location, the size, the admission requirements, what programs that they offer, the cost, financial aid that you may receive. I hope that you guys have already started applying for the FAFSA. Don't wait too late, because once that money is gone, the money is gone. So, and their wish is to provide as much grant as possible to students that are in need. Housing and campus visits are also very important as students make decisions towards the school that they want to attend. I want to encourage you to participate in the next Kadena High School College Night that's going to take place in February. Speak with parents and counselors and friends who attended particular schools. Log on to the school website and attend one of the virtual tours or question and answers from student ambassadors of that school.